Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm excited to see you, and if you've always been here, thank you so much for sticking around. So today I'm out to help my girlies show you how to do your makeup, easy breezy steps, and also put out points or tips that has been making your makeup not last. So if that's a video you're interested in, you better stick around to the end. And we're going to be having like a talk through, just talking about how 2024 has been. So let's just get right into the video. So I've already done my skin prep. My face is prepped according to my skin type. If you would love to see a detailed video on skin prep, please let me know in the comment section. We're going to just jump right into foundation. Like I said, my skin is prepped and ready for my makeup. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Younger Beauty in shade 13, and I'm going to mix it with my NARS in Zambia. I loved these two foundations because it gives me like a perfect blend for my skin in terms of undertone and shade wise. The Younger Beauty foundation is a Nigerian brand, and I tell you for free that they have a wide range of shades that would work absolutely well for you. So when you're picking a foundation, first know, sister, what is your skin type, and what kind of makeup finish do you want to achieve, right? So another important tip is your beauty blender. The reason why your foundation is not sticking right is because you're using a dirty, strong beauty blender to blend your foundation. That's an error. That's wrong. That's like you should be arrested for doing that. So your beauty blender must always be damp and soft. Can you see? It feels like a baby's bum. Exactly. It must be soft. Now, if you go and buy beauty blender that is 500 naira, please go and throw it away. That's not a beauty blender. You are carrying a stone to put on your face. Get a soft beauty blender and use it for your makeup. And this beauty blender, I think this is from White Glam Cosmetics. It's also a Nigerian brand. So you can see how I'm blending my foundation. Very, very girly, right? We're girls, like take your time, push it into your skin. And I'm just literally just spreading this foundation over. Don't blend in a hurry like somebody is pursuing you. If you know your appointment is by 9 o'clock, please start your makeup by like 7. If you know you're not very fast with your makeup, so you have enough time. Don't go about with unblended foundation, guys. It's 2024. That's why I'm here to help you. So take your time and blend your foundation. Don't rush anywhere. Like literally blend it. And what makes your blending easier is when you have a great beauty sponge. Once your beauty sponge is amazing, it really does the work for you. You don't have to stress so much. And take your foundation down to your jawline. You can see how just few pumps of both foundation has like given me such a great coverage for my face, right? Especially if you're doing makeup on yourself, you don't need a lot of products, you don't need a lot of foundation, but it also depends on your skin type. You see, I'm using the residual just to put on my forehead because most of the time forehead is one of the areas that people sweat a lot. So a pro tip would be, don't use a lot of products on your forehead. Try to minimize the products that you use there, especially your complexion products. What are complexion products? Your foundation, your concealer, your cream contour products, right? So those are complexion products. Just try to use minimal products on those areas. So yeah, that's what I am doing right now, and my foundation is looking so amazing. I love it. We're done with the foundation. I love the coverage. I absolutely love it. I don't like to put a lot of foundation on my forehead. It's just a personal preference for me. When I'm doing makeup, I just don't really fancy it that much. So I love the coverage. You can always build up your coverage if you feel like you want to go heavier, which I wouldn't really recommend, but if that's your vibe, you can go ahead and add on a lot more foundation. So now that we're done with that, I'm just going to set my foundation using a setting spray. And yeah, I'm just going to shake and set. So I love to set my foundation because it just helps me secure that stage Like I just feel like it secures it. It just sets my foundation and helps for longevity and all of that. Now 2024. Who did we offend? Like I'm really trying to understand who we offended. But as I was thinking about making this video, I was trying to think of how this year has really been. And at the end of the thought, I just really said thank you, Jesus, because to survive this year, if anybody asks you, what did you achieve at the end of this year? Say, I'm alive and well. I'm well and I'm alive. I mean, 2024 has just been that year. Stressed people, it has stretched people and watched people cry, be so happy. And the number of weddings in this 2024, what is going on? Like, was there an announcement that I was not aware of? I know I'm married, it's not my business, but even though, like this year, everybody's shouting, oh, the economy, and every Saturday, there's no one, there are like 10 weddings. I mean, but in all honesty, God has actually been so faithful, and I cannot even lie. So yeah, 2024 has just been that year, and one of the things that 2024 has taught me is to choose myself over and over again. Like, it has taught me that niceness is not a fruit of the spirit. I didn't realize the difference between niceness and kindness. I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't even know there was a major difference. And this year actually taught me that, niceness, first of all, it's not a fruit of the spirit. So you don't have to be nice. Kindness is a fruit of the spirit. And I'm not saying that being nice is a bad thing. Niceness is like, you're trying to please people and to displease yourself. So you say yes when you mean no, and then you say no when you actually mean yes. I took time to think about, all of that, and I realized that every time I had said yes to certain things when I meant no, there was a part of me that shrunk, and I just had to understand that I don't have to be nice. I don't have to be liked by everybody. I thought I needed to be liked by everybody, but that's just a deception from the pit of hell. So you guys, I'm just contouring. I'm using the Juvia's stick foundation to contour. So contouring is actually an optional thing if you're doing like your everyday makeup. If I'm being honest, you can get away with it. You don't really need to contour if you don't feel like it, right? You can just go ahead with your blush, or you do like a powder contour and all. So for blush, I'm going to be using this product. Is a Nigerian brand, and I'm applying it with my beauty blender. This is how it looks. This is in the shade Berry Jam. It's from Omari Code. It's a Nigerian brand. So I'm just using my beauty blender. You see why you need to have a beauty blender that is good. It helps. It just does the job. Like, throw away that 500 naira beauty blender. Discard it after you watch this video. Tear it. All right, let it disappear. So you want to apply your blush on the highest point of your face. Like, can you see? You see that? It looks amazing. I absolutely love this blush, and it just sits well on my skin actually. So with blush, we're in the blush era, so you can just be heavy-handed with your blush, but it will all disappear. Trust me, blush disappears. So if you're going for like a very quick makeup, a quick outing, you can skip your, what's it called, you can skip your contouring and make sure you blush. Skip contouring, you don't really need it. So I'm just applying my blush like so. I love this blush because it's glowy and it just gives a very soft kind of finish, which is my vibe. So yeah, like what I was saying about niceness, so you don't get me wrong, I just realized that I was trying so hard to be liked by people, and I cared so much about, oh, what would people say? I didn't want to make people angry, and I think that in the end, in trying not to make people angry, I actually made people angry. I think I did that, and I think I displeased myself just because I wanted to please other people, and it was just not a nice thing for me. You guys, it stopped recording, so I'm sorry. I just applied my concealer with my brush, and just spread it through, and I'm taking it my time so that it can build coverage as I am applying. So yeah, I was saying that, I see this trend of people saying, oh, immediately you get married, you want to have a YouTube channel and all of that. I actually think that's very cute. I think it's very cute because, our parents entered marriage, and most of the things that they probably struggled with, they never spoke about it. And I'm not discrediting what our parents did in time past. They did amazing, but I feel like it's great to have people actually talk about their experiences. Have people actually talk about the good experiences in marriage. The media actually feeds us with a lot of negative experiences in marriage. You see a lot of young people are really scared of getting married because of the negativity that is tied towards marriage. And we cannot forget that God is the author of marriage. So if there's so much negativity tied towards marriage, it's just saying that God that created marriage made a mistake, and God can never make a mistake. So there's that. I'm really glad that a lot of couples are creating YouTube channel, they are doing reels, they're doing things just to show people that marriage is not demonic, it's not that bad. But I will also say that you don't go into marriage looking for happiness. No, there's no happiness waiting for you in marriage. Now you're going to be like, Kat, what are you talking about? What I'm saying is that if you're not a happy person and you go into marriage thinking you will find happiness, you're not going to find happiness, because marriage is two people coming together, bringing what they have, bringing their attitude, their behaviors, their backgrounds, and coming to stay together. So if you're not a happy person and you come into the marriage, is the attitude you bring in that you're going to have. So there's really no happiness waiting for you in marriage. You create the happiness, you create the moments, you create the good times, you create everything. Marriage is a beautiful thing, and I really wish that for everyone that is trusting God for marriage, that you experience genuine love and all of the goodness. So now we're going to set this. You can see how the concealer, everything is looking in check. Nothing is too light, nothing is too light. It's just looking cute and nice. So to set, I'm going to be using what's it called, my powders. I'm going to be using these powders. This is from Charlotte and this is from MAC. I'm going to just take with my foam and this. If you don't have this foam, you can use a brush, right? You can use a brush for this. And I'm going to set from my forehead lightly. This just helps to give like sort of a fuller and smoother coverage. And just do the same thing. One of the things you must aspire when you're doing makeup on yourself is that you must strive to make sure that you're comfortable. So even what I'm doing, if it feels too much for you, please just keep it. If you have a certain powder, you can go in with your certain powder at this stage. You don't have to use a compact powder first. Do you understand? The idea of doing makeup on yourself is that it's easy and quick, right? So if you have a what's it called, a certain powder, just go in with your certain powder directly. So I'm just using my compact powder to set like so. This helps give gives a more airbrush finish for me. I'm going to move to the other side. So I don't like using very light powders underneath my eyes. I find that very distracting for me. Yeah, I'm just going in here. I'm using the puff to just slightly set, you know, the blush that we used, just so that everything is in sync. Putting on a little makeup just, you know, helps you just feel, so just learning how to do, even if you're a YouTuber, content creator, just to make your videos appear a lot more appealing. So now, even if you don't like makeup, use skincare. Buy a moisturizer, buy a sunscreen, buy a toner. Just take care of your skin in general. Take care of your skin such that you can appear with or without makeup and feel confident. And I used the Nuban Beauty setting powder in, this is how it looks. This is the darkest shade in Sienna. I absolutely love that setting powder. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty powder, and I'm using the shade 490. I'm just going to use that. Now this is one of the things that we struggle with as dark-skinned women. Getting the right powder is such a struggle, and I just really want to thank Fenty Beauty, Nigerian brand. Like, please, we need rich powder shades for dark skin. We don't want ashy, we don't want orange, we don't want red. Rich, that is true to tone, that is not just, that is not bland. Please, like, I'm begging, please. Set my contour. I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty powder in the shade 498. Can you see how rich it looks? Set my contour like so. So, you know, like for dark skin, contour is, you know, you can get away with it because, I mean, we're dark. So do you know that makeup products actually expire? So that foundation you've had for 10 years, throw it away. Discard it. Using this blush from Aquia. Watch this. It's so beautiful, like very soft, very nice. So now that we have done that, we're just going to set and take away all of this powdery effect, and I'm just going to use that to set, and that literally takes away all the powdery effect. It's literally just drawing my face, going to the eyes, and I'm probably going to do shimmers, I'm not sure, but I just want to put this to help me catch any fallout. So I'm using my previous setting powder, that's the Sienna. I'm just applying it on top just so you can catch any eyeshadow fallouts. This is going to be my transition palette. This is the coffee shop palette. I mean, you can get any eyeshadow that has like brown tones, earthy tones. This shade right here as my transition color. So when I'm doing makeup on myself, because I know that it's not anything, I mean, it's serious, but I just like very soft things. I don't even bother with like eyeshadow primers or base and all of that. I just honestly just go in with the color that I want to work with, and because I know I work with like earthy tones, that's what I just, you know, do. So I'm just, you know, using that color into my crease and blending in like circular motions, right? So the key for having great eyeshadow is basically your blending and your makeup tools. So if you don't have eye brushes, it will be very difficult for you to have like a seamless eyeshadow. Look at how fluffy this brush is. It makes my life easy. So I'm going to use this color here just to diffuse the edge a bit. Remember, we're just trying to keep the whole look soft. I'm just going to do one eyes on camera and do the other eyes off camera. Okay. So honestly, guys, I'm actually thinking of what I want to do with these eyes. So I'm going to take this shade here, a darker shade. So with eyeshadows, you just know your transition colors that you want to go for and just, work your way around it. Blending is key. If you can blend in eyeshadow, you can get away with any color, trust me. Even if you want to use purple on your eyes, as long as you can blend, you can get away with basically anything. So I'm just putting that out at the outer corner of my eyes. Okay, I think we have something going on. This eyeshadow palette, this is from Honey Beauty on Instagram. You can definitely check them out. I'm going to use a brush. Okay, I'm going to use this brush, and then I'm going to spray my brush. This helps to give like more coverage for the shadow, and I'm going to use this shade here. This is my most used shade on myself. Honestly, this look is my to-go look for my makeup. Like, you catch me wearing makeup, it's either I do these eyes or I don't have any eyeshadow on. So yeah, I'm just applying this. You can see that I didn't use any eyeshadow primer, and see how pigmented that looks. So when I'm very lazy and I don't know what to create, I just literally slap this on. I'm not going to lie. And you see how the whole eyes now looks like I did so much. But you guys, you saw how lazy I was creating this. So I feel like this is a lot. Like, why do I have a lot of shiny things on my eye? Oh my god. Okay, it's not that bad. We'll make it work. But the thing about eyes is that when you do it like this, it looks very weird until you wear lashes and then you line, then the whole look comes together. But I should have honestly just done a matte eyes. That was what I was thinking of. But I was like, no, let me just give them something dazzling. Now I have my whole eyes filled with pigment. Okay, I'm going to do the second eye off camera and we will be back. Alright guys, so I'm done with the eyes. I just lined and I think I love it now. I was just panicking for no reason that time, but yeah, let's move to the brows. So I'm going to draw one brows on camera and then go off camera to draw another brow. I know that brows is something that a lot of women struggle with, and I find teaching brows on myself like a cheat because I have really great brows. I mean, they're super full and it's easy to draw, but I'm just going to try as much as possible to explain the basics when it comes to drawing your brows so that you can apply that to yourself when you want to draw. So when you want to draw your brows, always know the beginning point. This is the beginning, this is the arc, and this is the tail, right? Those are like the three standards. Your arc is like the highest point of your brows, and honestly these days nobody draws Nike sign brows anymore, and truthfully just follow the shape of your brow. So I can't really talk while I'm doing this, but I hope that this is clear enough for you to see. Just start with like a straight line, and if you want like more in-depth teaching on this, please send me a message. We offer one-to-one personal coaching class, and then it can be done virtually or online, so it means you can register from any part of the world. So I've just drawn a straight line. I'm going to do the same thing upward. So because my brows are pretty much full, it makes it easier, but the rule still remains, the same. Knowing your points and then outlining and filling in your brows. So most of the times I don't even conceal my brows. So I'm going in with a lighter pencil just so that my brows don't look black. I'm just filling in the sparse hair. So yeah, here we have the brows literally drawn in less than how many minutes. So now I'm going to draw the second one off camera and we'll be back. All right guys, so I'm done with my brows. Can you see how amazing they look? I know. So I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to be using this pencil from Amari Code in the shade Rich Brown. I love this pencil. This is like the first dark lip pencil that shows on my skin. Like I'm just lining. Honestly, filming back on YouTube, I never knew how much of a hard work that is, and especially using my phone to film. I'm going to be using these two lip stains. This is from Dose of Color and this is Classic in Sand. I absolutely love these two glosses, lip stains rather. And I'm just going to apply. I'm actually using a brush because I also use these products on my clients and I don't have to put them on my lips directly. Looks absolutely amazing. So you have this. I'm going to be using this from Luster Cosmetics in the shade Butter Kiss. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I'm going to take a brush, like I said. I have a personal one, but it's out of reach now, so I'm borrowing from my studio because I cannot rely on the studio. If not, I'll have to pay the studio for using their things. Don't you think so? I'm now going to use this lip gloss from me. This one is actually my personal lip gloss. I just borrowed the Kachi Glam, but yeah, I'm going to use this. I love this lip gloss. It's so dark and it can pass. If you don't have a lip liner, you can just use this lip gloss. It's so thick and nice and really brown. Can you guys see? So beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to do my finishing touches here and just use my puff to reapply a bit of my setting powder just to bring more life to the under eye. I'm just pushing that in like so. We're going to go back to our blush, the one that we used before, and I'm just going to reapply. Can you see that? Blush makes me so happy. So I like to also put my blush like slightly under the eyes. It just marries everything. Can you see? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love blush so much. Ah, it makes me so happy. See that? So it's just helping me bring more warmth back. Looks amazing. To just spray my face using this spray. You can use this or you can also use this. I'm not saying they're the same thing. I'm just saying if you have like you're not going anywhere or you're just shooting your content for the house or something, this is what you should use. But if you're going for like a long day, a wedding, something, this and another spray. So we're not actually going anywhere, so let me use this because this spray it do cost and the Kachi Glam studio is going to be upset with me. So Oh, feels good. So watch how everything just sinks in, soaks up, looking nice, cute, love, love, love. All right, guys, so this is the final look, and I absolutely love this whole look. I love the makeup, I love my hair, and I genuinely feel so pretty. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Did you enjoy this video? Would you like more videos like this? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'll see you in another video. Bye.